Let it go. Trust all the work you've done with the previous 11 tools and let it go. Once you've analyzed the script using the 11 tools, you will have comprehensively established a strong and detailed foundation for living the role. Now you must take all of the work you've done and trust that it will be there and let it go. The focus as you let it go should only be on your scene objective, which will propel you and the action of the story forward. Trusting all of the other work you've done, letting it go and concentrating only on accomplishing your goal, scene objective, helps recreate the way we act in life. For spontaneous and original behaviors to emerge, you need to be and feel free. You must let it go and try not to retain all the detailed thoughts that your script analysis inspired. You don't want to be stuck in your head. You must trust that all the preparation you've done with the first 11 tools will come up naturally. This will happen because, by the time you've applied the first 11 tools to a script, you've built a powerful muscle structure and foundation that will activate and respond to true human impulses. The trigger to activate these tools is to let it go. This is crucial, because without letting it go, you can't help but be in control, trying to duplicate something you did in rehearsal and over-intellectualizing. To reproduce real life, you have to feel like anything can happen and anything's possible. You can't successfully let it go unless you trust that all the work you've done won't disappear when you let it go. Yes, I know you feel it's difficult to trust that if you don't constantly concentrate on the choices you've made, it will all just float away. But if the choices are weighty and have high stakes, it will not only stay, but the act of letting it go will magnify your feelings and needs. This is because your rational, thinking head isn't involved and therefore is unable to stop the flow with cerebral rationalizations. If you haven't made strong enough choices, it will be apparent very quickly, because those will be the choices that will not emerge when you let go. This is good, not bad, because it tells you what you need to revisit and work on, providing you with the opportunity to go back and find a more effective choice. Even in performance, you can change the less effective choices to better ones in your next take or setup, or the next night on stage. How do you let it go? Don't think about the work, accept scene objective. Don't try to remember the choices you've made. Trust and allow the information you derived from your script analysis and rehearsals to permeate and inspire your feelings and needs to organically surface. This will also provide space for you to truly listen to the other person, people, in the scene, because you won't be in your head thinking about all the work that you've done. Watching an actor's wheels turning makes the work visible and less compelling to an audience. In life, who we are, how we speak and behave, is seamless. Letting it go allows the actor to organically move from each action and reaction, creating a natural flow of life. New responses will come up spontaneously, because of the detailed and layered foundation you've established. This means that if you don't do all of your work, not much will happen when you let it go. Don't be lazy. You can't let it go unless you've created a strong enough base via the previous 11 tools. You must do the work. The formula goes like this. If there's nothing to let go of, nothing is what you'll get. Exactly how much work you accomplish will be exactly the amount of work that will remain when you let it go. That is to say, do a little work, and a little is what you'll get. Do deep work and deep is what you'll get. The more work you've put in, the more substantial the results you'll get when you let it go. Which brings us to work ethic and rehearsal time. Every time you rehearse, you'll find more nuance and detail about the human being you're trying to become. Every rehearsal gives you more information about the choices you've made, what's effective, and what isn't as effective. Remember, there are no right or wrong choices, just more effective and less effective ones. Any choice is a good choice, because no matter what, it always provides you with more information about your character. Making no choice makes the moment empty. So take a stab at coming up with something. It just may work. And if it isn't very effective, it will still inspire more thoughts that will eventually lead you to that ideal choice. Extensive rehearsal time, where you can continue to try new ideas and choices for each tool, is what leads you to the most powerful choices, because it provides the space for you to find the subtleties, textures and layers of a scene. The more you work out, the more your skills as an actor will grow. The more time you put in, the better you'll be. The rehearsal process. 1. Read the script at least once. 2. Do some of the rudimentary, broad-stroke script analysis as homework before you meet with your scene partner. Write in pencil so you can erase, because you will be constantly experimenting with alternative choices. 3. Get together with your scene partner, and by running the scene several times, figure out which choices work for you and which choices need to be changed. 4. At home, based on your experience in rehearsal, reconfigure the choices you've made. Identify new possibilities for your next rehearsal. 5. Rehearse again with your scene partner. Stop when you feel the choices you've made aren't working and redo that section of the script over and over until you find a choice that does work. 6. After rehearsal, go home and find alternative choices for the ones that didn't work in the last rehearsal. And bring the new choices to the next rehearsal. 7. Repeat until you feel you've gone as far as you can or until it's time for the performance. And no, you cannot rehearse too much. All actors know this. Your rehearsals should include lots of starts and stops so that you can make sure you're being true to your overall objective. You're going after your scene objective. There are obstacles getting in your way. The substitution is the most compelling choice. The inner objects are emotionally loaded. The beats and actions are the most effective. You're using a moment before that creates a pinnacle of urgency. You're using a place, a fourth wall that is full and informed. You're utilizing doings that are appropriate and helpful to promoting the reality and scene objective. You're employing inner monologue that is free-flowing. You're being substantiated by previous circumstances. And each rehearsal provides you with enough of a foundation so that you can let it go in performance. The more you study and work out, the more likely you are to succeed. In the many years that I've been teaching, I've found that among the many prominent and successful actors that I've been instrumental in establishing, there's one common denominator for success as an actor. No, it's not being pretty or handsome, or even talented. Especially in Hollywood, pretty and handsome actors are a dime a dozen. Unnurtured talent is around every corner. What's the secret? Be open to learning. Know that there's always more. Jon Voight once said that a great actor never stops training and learning. Take risks. Fear stops the creative process. Never be satisfied. Don't rely on safe choices. In doing your script analysis, always make the deepest, darkest, boldest, don't be afraid to look foolish choices. And most important, work hard. The more ardently an actor, writer, director, etc. works, the higher the success rate. Now you have the tools. It's up to you. The more time and effort you put toward exercising them, the better you'll become. You can't be expected to win an Olympic gold medal if you don't practice, practice, practice. Reward will follow if you stay open, take risks and work hard.